Well, today's game plan has changed. I'm already on plan B. I started out with a stocked brown trout stream that I didn't do anything in, so I don't think there was much in it. And now I'm looking for wild brookies. I'm on the first stream, and I hit another wild brookie stream on the way back home that I've never fished before, so stick with me. Now a short break for a public service announcement. When you fish in the backcountry on these streams, make sure somebody knows where you are. Because I was climbing down about a 5-foot bank, and the first step was onto a rock that was embedded in the bank. Big rock, probably about a 300-pound rock. And I stepped down and that rock let loose. And I went down 5 feet and hit, and then flipped over and maybe another couple feet down into the stream. And I was very worried because the rock was coming down behind me, but it stopped, fortunately. And all I could think of was, man, it's going to be a long time before somebody comes along and finds me. So even when people know where you are, it takes a while for somebody to come in and get you. If people don't know where you are, you might not survive something like that. So always when you fish, especially these blue line streams, let somebody know where you're going to be going. This pool usually is worth a fish or two. So let's see. Just gotta weight it carefully. And there he is. There's one. Guy. Let's get another one. There's one. That's a nicer one. And that guy. Good fish. Try for 3. There's 3. It's a little guy. We'll just pop him loose quick. And there he goes. Can we get 4? Maybe not. nice morning. I caught and released 10. Could have got more. I want to go hit that other stream that I never tried, so we're going to try that. Everything's hitting attractor dry flies, which for me is usually an Ausable Wulff. And I like to go, even though the trout are small, I like to go a little bit bigger, because what I find is they don't ingest the fly and get it in deep. They're always hooked out by the lip and they pop off real easy, so you don't have to handle the fish, and it's better for the fish. That's just kind of my idea. So we'll go to the next stream and see what's there. So far I caught one and I missed one, so there are some wild fish in here. I'm right on the edge of a road, so I'm sure this gets pounded. Just keep going until I find some fish. That's a beautiful fish. I'm guessing there's going to be another one in there. Maybe not. There's got to be one in there. Got to be. Gotta be one in here. This looks good. What stuff do you need to go after brookies in these little streams? I think the rod is important. The rod I use is a 6.5 foot. It's a beaver metal by a guy named JP Ross out in the Utica area, and I bought it a couple years ago, and I really like this rod for small streams. And I got it matched up with an antique party reel, because I'm an antique, so why shouldn't I have an antique reel? But this rod is great. It's just the right size for being able to cast. And most of the time you don't have to cast far. You're just casting a couple feet of fly line and a leader. I bring my whole tackle pack, but I don't need it. All I would really need is a little chest pack with 1 box of flies. And today they were all hitting on attractor dries, which is my favorite. And I use Ausable Wulff. Today's trip started out, I was going to take the boat and go out for panfish, and I thought it was going to be too windy, so I ended up going for blue line trout up in the Adirondacks and had a great time. So I think the moral of the story is there's always something you can do with the fly rod. What bothered me though is the second stream that I went to, I caught 2 nice brookies, and they were wild fish. But just judging by the litter and all the stuff along the stream, I would say that stream is just getting hammered. So the other stream I went to was a favorite of mine. It's a wild trout stream, and I don't think it gets fished as much. So that one was way better, and I could have just stayed there and caught fish all morning, but I wanted to explore and try another stream. And there were wild fish there, but just not enough of them. I fished quite a bit of it and really didn't do that well. But that's how you learn. It's kind of hit and miss with these wild trout streams. You get some of them that are really good and some of them are dead. And you gotta just keep exploring and keep going back in the woods until you find good ones. But it's a lot of fun, and it's something that you can do when fly fishing conditions aren't good anywhere else. So I had a good day.